Alright, so let's do homework number 7. I think I'm gonna make a new class. I don't want to work with these anymore. New class. Call this parent, okay? Let's call this class parent. Main method. Finish. And let's create another one. Child, okay? Let's use the concept of inheritance. We have to implement that, okay? So what is inheritance? So inheritance will be if you have a parent, I don't know, I guess draw a picture. Parent, and you have a child, and you basically import the parent class to the child, or extend, it's called. Extend. So it'll be something like child extends parent, right? The child extends parent. You know what happens is it basically acquires all of the classes associated with this. Classes? I mean methods. All the methods and variables, I believe. So if it has a method like, well, let's just make one, okay? Let's go to parent and let's make a method that, well, we don't need this then, right? Okay. It's gonna be like public, so it's accessible. Void. Make it static too, it doesn't really matter. Public static void. Um, Hi. Let's make one called hi. And then let's make another one called mm, mm, public static hello. What is it gonna do? It's just gonna print out something, okay? Hi, it's gonna print out hi. That's it. That's it. Just a basic method. It's not gonna return anything. Okay, it's very basic and simple. And say, um, we want to use function override, right? So what is function override? So basically, function override means if we have a parent class and we extend from the parent class, um, and we have variables with the same name, variables methods of the same name, that means this will be given more priority. The local methods will be executed, for example, if you do something like, um, so say you create an object of the parent class, so you can do something like parent p equals new. Now, what do you want this parent class to refer to? You want the parent class to refer to the child class, right? Do something like that. And so, what do you expect to happen when I do this? What do you expect it to do? So, p dot hi. What do you think this will do? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think it's gonna print out? Let's change to something else. Change this to. What do you think it's gonna print out? Is it gonna print out hi or is it gonna print out hi? Um, this. P dot hi. Oh, what's going on here? Static method. What this is saying? Ah, should be acting static. Okay, fine. It's a static method. That's fine. All right. Let's make it non-static. So just not an error. We could just do that still, but make it non-static now. The error is gone, right? Okay, great. This is gonna print ln p dot high. Oh, we don't even need to print. I'm sorry. We don't need to print anything because it already does it for us. Okay. So what do you think this will print out? Is it gonna print out this or is it gonna print out this? I mean this. So let's just solve this. We can't override this, right? Static method cannot hide the instance method from parent. Right. So we're overriding. We can't do this right here. Right. And this will override. It says overrides. And what does that mean? Well, you'll see what it means. So p dot high, let's say we execute this. Do we expect it to print high? If it does, then print out high, right? But look what happens. It prints out HAIII. Why? Well, that's because we're overriding the method. The child class is overriding the parent method. So we're going to print out whatever the child class is going to have inside of the method if it has the same name, right? That's how inheritance works, okay? Now we have to use the keyword super to show the use of it. Okay, so I think for that, if you want to access the parent method, I think we do something like super. I think this only works if the class is non-static. Super dot high. Does that work? Super cannot be okay, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Super can be used in a static environment, okay. It is not static in class. Okay, guess main method can be static. How do we overcome this error? Well, let's just use it in a method that's not static, I guess. So let's do something like public void. So as I'm going along, I'm just trying to figure things out because I did this like a week ago. Super keyword. This is a non-static method. Now let's call it here. I don't think it'll let me call it directly because we need to make an object of this class. But with this p, we will not have access to this right here because if we create an object of the parent class and refer to the child, we can only use the classes available to the parent, right? We need to create an object of the child class. So it's like child c equals new child. Okay, so right here, what we can do is we can do c dot super keyword. I think we can do that. So what just happened? Well, let's get rid of this dude. And let's see. Okay, so it printed high. So the super keyword will basically take the parent class and run the methods in the parent class, okay? So the parent class has a method called high. Super keyword is able to access that, okay? I think that's pretty much it. Implement overload methods to show use of inherent. Okay, so pertaining to overload methods, we're gonna give some examples of that. So method overload is basically when you have a method with the same name. However, you take in a different parameter. So let's create an example. Let's copy this over here. And then paste it there and paste it here. Okay, now let's take in a different parameter. Let's take in a string and then it's taken like, I don't know, string p. Here you just print p. See, it allows us to create a method with the same name, but it takes in a different parameter. Now we can take in an int x. Here we just do like, I don't know, like you can do high plus x. Okay. You can just, right? So, and if we want to call it over here, get rid of that. Okay. Alright. So now let's try calling it. So let's do like hi x. Let's see which one gets called. And then right. So this is a static method right here, public method, I mean main method. So we can't call that, so we need to use the object of this class, which is c dot high, right? Nice. And Okay, so that's good. I think we can also do this dot high. Can we do that? Can I use it in a static context? Oh yes, we can't use that. Okay, so c dot high. We can use this keyword in the non-static methods. Like, for example, here we can call like this dot high, and then we can do like 1. Now we're calling this method over here, for example. Alright, so let's see what that yields, and let's see what this yields. We'll put in like 1. Okay. See what happens. Seems to be some errors here, so let's figure that out. Should be good, I think. What are the errors? What is this? I have no idea. Okay, everything seems to be fine. Let's see what error there is. Okay, great. So it prints out high x, which is this one, and it prints out high 1, which is this one right here. Okay. And if I just do c dot high, that should just do the first high without anything after it. Okay. Let's see if that works. Yeah. So that's basically the concept of method overloading, when you have methods with the same name, but you just have different intake parameters. Let's just go to W3 Schools and confirm that. With method overloading, multiple methods can have the same name with different parameters. So that's exactly how you call it. So how the system distinguishes from which method you call is based on the parameter you put in. If you want to use method overload, you have to use different parameters. Okay? So that means, for example, I can't do something like make another method with the same integer. Even if I rename it, it doesn't matter. I can't make a method like that, okay? However, what I can do is I can take in 2 different parameters, int k, for example, and then you can do x plus, even if the inside is the same, it doesn't matter. What has to be different is the parameter, the number of parameters you have, or the type of the parameter you're taking in, okay? So, yeah, there's that you have to look out for. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, so plus method, they made 2 different methods. I mean, same name, but different parameters right here. So this one took 2 here, this one took 2 different type over there. You see the different types, but you're returning like the same thing, kind of. Let's run it. See what happens here. Oh, they have 2 different operations. But yeah, that's pretty much method overloading, okay? Alright, let's move on to the next one. Overload right here. So show me the use of all access modifier concepts. That's not exactly necessary because well, I don't remember all of it, number 1. Number 2, it's you can just do that towards the end. It's not really that important. Yeah. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching. I think that's about it though. Alright, see you next time.